Jen here, and I have a layout for you for the love of crafting and sharing YouTube collaboration. So this month we are sharing our love of the Scraproom. The Scraproom is a kit club that you can subscribe to, and they have a really great Facebook group as well that you can go where they post challenges and have all kinds of fun over there. So you don't have to be a subscriber to check out the Facebook page and join in on all of the challenges, but definitely go and check them out, especially if you are in the market for a kit, because it's tons of fun. I really love how kit clubs kind of just give you a really nice sampling of some papers, and they've kind of curated everything that goes together. It matches for you, and then it's just your job to be creative and use all those papers. It's great if you feel like you struggle with just buying your own stuff and kind of putting things together, or it's great if you're someone like me here in Canada. Sometimes we can't always get stuff right away, and so kit clubs are a great option to kind of get a whole bunch of stuff to use. Yeah, go give them a try. And if you go onto their Facebook page today, the link is down below. Go onto their Facebook page today. You will find the post that goes with this hop that is going to explain all about the challenges and the giveaway. So definitely play along, join in with that. Go through this entire hop because we've all picked different challenges and stuff that we're playing along with, so you can get a bunch of inspiration. And let me know if you play along, if you enter a layout. I'd love to know what layout you entered, and good luck. Hopefully you are the winner of the prize. So the link is down below. Go and check them out, say hello, and see what they're all about. Now, I posted 3 different challenges, or 3 different, I guess, inspirations at the beginning of this video. I decided that I wanted to try and combine these 3 together, just out of curiosity to see if I could do it. So these are just 3 of the challenges. There's other sketches that they have. There are different, there's like a stash challenge that they have. There's lots of different things, but I tried combining the it's called Freaky Fast Challenge. Basically, they give you a formula, which you can see I'm doing this right now. They have 5 different dimensions that they want you to cut paper to. It can be any paper you want, any patterns, any style, whatever you want. Basically, they just say pick a plain background or a pattern background, then pick 5 papers. Actually, it could be all the same paper if you wanted. There's no rules about how you're cut or what papers you're cutting, just the dimensions that you're cutting. So here I am cutting my papers to 5 by 12, 3 by 9, 2.5 by 3, half by 9, and half by 3. So a couple of larger pieces and a couple of smaller pieces. And basically they say take all of those cut papers and put them together, add some embellishments, put them in any orientation or design that you want. Just take those papers that are cut like that and see how you can work with them. So I thought that was really fun. It's kind of a neat challenge, a kind of a different take on like a recipe challenge. They call it a formula. So I think that is really cool. And then the other thing that I wanted to do for sure was the mood board, and you saw that beautiful mood board with very summery feel to it, blues and yellows, which right now I am so into blues and yellows. So I definitely wanted to use that. I don't have any flowers or any of those really kind of pretty delicate images that they've got in their mood board, but I plan on coming back to this and revisiting it again because it is definitely a beautiful mood board. But I pulled out the blues and yellows, and then I also have a sketch. And so I kind of thought that I could take the papers that I've cut, the dimensions that I've cut, and put them in a way that's similar to that sketch. So the sketch kind of gave me a general direction to go in to use these papers. And I think I don't end up adding, I do end up adding just a couple extra papers. So I don't really add too much more other than just some embellishments. I kind of stuck to just the papers the way that they wanted them cut, and took that sketch, I kind of tilted it on its side. The sketch has a lot of squares as the layers behind the photo, and the photo is square. And since I have a 4x6 photo, I thought it kind of matched that everything in my clusters are just a little bit elongated, if that makes sense. So I still kind of created these layers behind the photo, but instead of them being all nice and square, they are all kind of rectangles to match the picture, which is a rectangle. And then same with my other little cluster, they have it down in the bottom right hand corner, but when I flipped it, I have mine up in that top right hand corner. And the only other kind of thing I added to the sketch that isn't in the sketch is I did a little bit of mixed media. I decided I wanted a different look than I've been using lately. I've been doing a lot of smushing with watercolors, and I love that. That's definitely my favorite technique, but I wanted to just see what other kinds of looks I could do so that this album isn't just full of all the exact same kind of smushed watercolors in the background. So I pulled out two of my yellow, I guess they're the only yellow, Tim Holtz oxide inks that I have, and I just kind of smushed them into those U shapes. I knew I didn't need to fill in that whole center section because it was all going to be covered up, but I just wanted to have these little kind of bits of yellow poking out. And then I did use my watercolors to do some splatters over top just to get a little bit of more of a kind of lemony yellow, a brighter yellow. And I kind of like it. I think it's just a little bit different. It's not something that I've done. I've kind of smushed my ink pads like that before, but not anything really like this. And so I kind of like that it's just that little touch of something different in the background. And I went ahead and dried that with my heat tool because I find that the oxide inks really sit on top of the paper instead of absorbing into the paper, and they're fairly concentrated. I put two different colors there. One is the fossilized amber and the other one is mustard seed, and so they're really sitting on top of each other, and it takes a long time for them to really dry and set properly. So once they were a little bit more dry, I did some splatters in blue as well. Oh, look at that. The sun came out. We've been having a ton of rain here lately. We had massive hailstorms that caused tons and tons of damage in the north end of the city. And it was wild. But yay, the sun is out. And look at how pretty that is now. Yeah, so I used two mists, my two Blue Recollections mists, just to do a few little splatters. One's a little bit darker than the other. One has the shimmer in it and one doesn't. So I kind of just splattered two of those. I didn't really want a ton of blue in the mixed media on the background because the biggest piece of pattern paper that I have there is blue. And that paper comes from a Creative Memories collection from a couple of years ago. That is a Canada collection. That's the theme. And so it's just kind of a blue sort of mottled pattern. It doesn't have any images or anything on it. It's very, very thin, so I don't use it too much. And you can see on the back of the paper, I matted my photo with it too. So that's the back of the paper. It just kind of has like maple leaves on it in different reds and oranges. But I just liked that it was a little bit lighter blue. And then this dark blue paper that I'm putting in right here, that comes from Jen Hadfield's Chasing Adventures collection, and I only have this one piece. It's a cut apart piece of paper, so I used the dark blue from one side. I just found a little section of it that I probably wouldn't have used the cut apart section, and then I also used that little enjoy the little moments that came from that same piece of paper, and it just happened to be that really pretty light blue that matched everything. And then the yellow cardstock and the yellow paper that I used both come from Close to My Heart from the Tommy collection. And so do the burlap stickers. So there's the little yellow star, the blue stars, the little word up at the top that says escape, and then the little arrow down at the bottom that says memories in the making. Those all come from Close to My Heart. The stickers and the puffy stickers that I used come from Pink Fresh Studio from the Out and About collection. So that little sticker that says exploring, the other one says travel stories up in the top cluster, and then the puffy sticker is the geotag and the word that says adventure. And then here I wanted to add some tags to my clusters because those are in the original sketch. So I used one tag and cut it in half, and then just used the top half to cut the corners so that it looks like two separate tags. So I'll go ahead and put those down there into my clusters, and I will use that die cut. It's a die cut. It's not something that I cut from paper, and it's also from, I think it's also from one of the Pink Fresh Studio collections, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was in part of their ephemera pack. I'll use that just to list a few of my favorite things, and you'll be able to see those in the close-up. I also added a few little enamel dots from Dollar Tree in the two different colors of blue and yellow. And that's it. That is my layout. I love how this turned out. It's so pretty. I love the blue and yellow. Please go check out the links for the Scraproom and play along with all of their challenges this month. And also click through all of those links to go and get super inspired by everybody else who's hopping along today in the collab. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe. Happy scrapping. Bye.